Well, we've been talking to you about it all week long. It's the big Boy Scouts 100th anniversary event happening at the Winston-Salem-BB&T Ballpark this Saturday night, featuring Revive. And this morning on your family-friendly morning show, we're actually talking to Dave. He's the lead singer with Revive. Dave, great to talk to you today.
How are you?
Doing great. We were actually going to mess with you and say, "Good day, Dave. How are you?"
But then I told him not to. I said, "Stop. You sound like a pirate, not an Australian."
Yeah, he did sound like a pirate.
Sorry.
It was kind of scary.
That's okay.
I'm so sorry.
Don't worry.
I love Outback, by the way.
Good. Well, you can thank me personally.
When you make it to Winston-Salem, hold me to it. I will take you. You and your family will all go out and have a good time.
Oh, well, thank you very much.
Now, you kind of got your big break thanks to Third Day. Tell us about that.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Third Day have been great to us. We owe them a little bit. We ended up touring around with those guys in Australia, and then that's how we met them. We just kind of hit it off with them. They're really friendly, and they stupidly said, "Look, if there's anything you can do for us, if there's anything we can do for you, let us know." And we let them know. We're like, "Hey, how about a career in Christian music in America?" So, I mean, they were so good to us. We ended up coming over a couple of times, doing some riding trips and getting to know them a bit more, and then they said, "Look, we'd love you to come out on the road with us and sort of, we want to partner with you guys doing your next record or two." And so, long story short, we moved over here New Year's Eve 2007, so just before 2008, and we've been here ever since, still here.
Now, you brought your families 9,200 miles from what had always been home to the United States, to Atlanta. That must have been a scary thing to do.
Yes, it was. And I say this a bit, I think about it now, and I'm like, did I really do that? I mean, wow, I must have been just really stupid, or maybe God at that point gave me a lot of faith, because it is kind of a crazy thing to do. I mean, people do crazier, but yeah, we brought our wives, and 2 suitcases, and that's it. And then we packed up everything we kind of had and put it in storage or sold it in Australia, and we just felt like it was a great opportunity to come over here and tour with those guys, and we'd always kind of dreamed of, having a career over here in music, and so we just went after it, and God has been incredible to us since. I mean, He always is, but He has shown us just some amazing times of providence. So many times we've been on our knees going, "God, we've got no idea what we're doing here. Can you please open the door?" And He has every time. He is really our provider. So yeah, it's been a crazy journey, but we're enjoying it.
What were some of the biggest changes you had to make? What were some of the biggest adjustments?
I think for me, I naively thought that America and Australia, because we share the same language, by the way, not all Americans know that, but that's okay.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's okay. There aren't many, don't worry.
Well, you live in Atlanta too, so you really don't share the same language.
No, not really. But I kind of thought, our cultures will be pretty similar, and they're not, and that's okay. But it's really different. People grow up on the other side of the world from each other; they're going to be different. And so I think some of the biggest adjustments for us were, making friends, and church is quite different over here, and especially in the South. And so, it was, and obviously the whole Christian music scene is completely different. But that was a kind of fun adjustment. So yeah, and the food was, and weirdly enough, not to get too down or anything, we all got really sick when we first came over. Isn't that weird? I don't know what it was, whether it was new bugs or in the air or something, because we'd been here on trips a couple of times, but after we'd been here for about a month or so, we all got struck down one after the other, pretty sick. So anyway, I just think it was a test in a little way, but God proved to be awesome throughout it all.
Well, Dave, I am loving hearing about your journey so far, and also some of the differences in cultures between Australia and America. And there's lots more we'd love to talk to you guys about as well. So if you can stick around, we'll talk more with Dave from Revive coming up next on your family station, WBFJ.